Welcome back to yet another episode of Let's Talk Immigration. We have Brampton Immigration Consultancy's Marketing Director Sandeep Singh with us. Today, we'll be talking about Saskatchewan's new immigration program that has been launched for 21 healthcare occupations. But first, before we talk about that, let's talk about what is Saskatchewan's immigration nominee program.
So thank you so much, Anushka. Thank you for having me in this show. Every week it's a pleasure to be with you. So the best thing about Saskatchewan Immigration Nominee Program is that Saskatchewan is one of the provinces that requires consultants to have a special license. So that means not all RCICs can help individuals get immigration through Saskatchewan immigration programs. Proudly, our director, Taranveer, is licensed for Saskatchewan immigration programs as well. So he's allowed by the not only by the Canadian government, but also by the Saskatchewan government to recruit and to help people migrate to Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan immigration program recently, so we all know that we all have gone through a pandemic, and during that pandemic we have seen frontline workers contributing a lot, and I respect those frontline workers a lot, because it's because of them that we are sitting here and talking to each other. So when we were going through that pandemic, one thing that every Canadian noticed was that we need more healthcare workers. We were short of healthcare workers, and there is a need for that in not only in Saskatchewan but in other provinces as well. Saskatchewan has taken a lead by introducing a special program just for healthcare workers. So they have I would say they have differentiated the program. So I would divide the program into two parts. One is healthcare workers, and other is hard to fill skills pilot program or something like that. So any positions that were not being filled by employers in Saskatchewan, or the demand for which was a lot in Saskatchewan, but they didn't have employees. So Saskatchewan government has announced this program to fill those positions. One of the major part of that will be the healthcare workers.
Right. Can you talk about what are the requirements for this program?
So the best thing about this program is that basically there is no requirement. Everyone can apply. So when I say everyone, that means there is a list of occupations. Anyone who falls under those list of occupations can apply, submit their expression of interest. If an employer picks you from those expression of interest, then your file will move towards the permanent residency or Saskatchewan pool.
And those with a job offer letter, what is the process like for them?
So it's simple. So just apply. So the best thing that Saskatchewan actually did is that you don't need to go to employer that I need job. Mm-hmm. So you just apply on the pool, and the employers will pick you from that pool. So instead of you going towards the employer and asking for the job, if employer needs you, they're gonna go to that pool, see which candidate suits them the most, and they're gonna offer you the job. And through that, you can get your permanent residency.
And how long do you think that the entire process might take, like on an estimate, if you
I
have to?
won't have any numbers on that.
Okay.
But I would rather, the facts that we have is the list of occupations, and that list is amazing. Why so? So Saskatchewan previous program, most of these categories were not there.
Mm-hmm.
So these people were not qualifying either because of the licensing or any other issues. But they actually announced a special program for people those were on their exempted list. Mm-hmm. So these individuals were on the exempted list few months ago, and few days ago they announced this program having all these people on the list. That's amazing, because no one was expecting Saskatchewan to go towards this direction, although this is the right thing to do, and I won't be surprised if I see similar thing being done by other provinces too. So when we talk, so what are the major? There are like a lot of them, but few that are in my mind: nurses, doctors, psychiatrists, pharmacists, technicians, radiologists, MLTs, psychologists, masters, and PhDs. So, majorly anything that's related to medical field, almost all those positions have been taken care of.
Right, and I mean, when we talk about requirements, do you think that they will need to come here and do some sort of a course, or their previous education, would that be enough?
So that's the interesting point that has not been defined, because the licensing process is an education thing that needs to be taken. Immigration has nothing to do with the licensing process, although, but will Canadian government or Saskatchewan government allow a pharmacist or pharmacy technician to work in Saskatchewan without license? I doubt.
It sounds like there hasn't been a lot talked about this program in detail. How successful do you think this program might be for workers who are looking to come to Canada?
So since yesterday, like, we have already retained 80 plus clients. So I'm expecting that the numbers will go high. There are healthcare workers all around the globe who want to move to Canada, and Saskatchewan is an amazing province to move. Saskatchewan has always supported immigrants. So I think that because Saskatchewan has taken a lead on this, so Saskatchewan will be getting a lot of benefit out of this.
Thank you so much, Sandeep. Those were all the questions that I have regarding SINP and the new expression of interest pool. Please check in the description box for the exact link of the jobs that qualify, the 21 healthcare occupations that qualify for this program. And thank you so much for joining us. Please keep watching our videos, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much.